Game resumed.
Alright, and we're back in, spawning down in the bottom left. It is the Blue Zerg, Roman Dragon, representing the University of Maryland College Park. His opponent from Ohio State, going to be our Red Terran up in the top right. Look for team. I assume he's looking for a team.
He is looking for a team, man. I don't
I
know,
might
maybe
be
he is.
reading too much into it.
He's got a clan tag, though. So, might have a team. Might be just false advertising, man. Be just on ladder, you know, trying to get the sympathy vote, man. I'm looking for a team, man. I'm just like a Masters player. Can you give me like
Well,
a win
it's
in
kind
the
of
team?
makes me worried about the university that it's not looking or looks or anything that would make a little bit more grammatical sense. Looks for teams that would work. I mean,
Dude,
like,
we don't go to college to study. We go to college for esports, man. Go to college to, you know, to represent Terrans and Zergs and Protoss.
the jokes I would make if this wasn't an American stream. Oh, that being said, nothing crazy happening. No proxy six pool. Well, how would you proxy a six pool? Well, no six pool.
You can though. You can proxy.
Yeah,
a
I saw that
6-4.
one. The one where you go hatch and the cats the hatch and the build
Yeah.
six pool.
Well, who did? I can't remember who the heck did that, but I don't know if it
Some
was in the
Korean-
CSL. But it was like fail. It was hilarious because he put down the hatch, messed up, tried to put down the hatch again, messed up again, put down the hatch a third time, canceled. Finally got the pool down, but by by that point it was so late. I can't remember where the heck I saw that. Was that CSL? Was that
I'm pretty sure it
that was
on,
King of the Hill, wasn't it?
I may have been.
I think that was King of the Hill. That was hilarious. I'm just like, what is this kid doing? Get out of this game, man! Come on. You got a 6-pool on proxy. At least do it right. That was pretty funny.
Hasn't played like StarCraft in 3 years and has tried a six pool. But yeah, I'll get it right the fifth time.
Indeed. All right, guys. Well, we're back with game number 2. Oh, look at that. Actually, score not correct. So hold on. Let me fix that bad boy up. We are on the board 1 for UMCP, right?
Yes, UMCP is currently one game up against Ohio State. As we head into our second game, obviously.
Indeed. Well, if you guys don't know too much about Ohio State, again, a huge university located in Ohio. Probably the
Really?
biggest, if I'm not mistaken. Huge university. As a sports nerd myself, they got an incredible sports program with American football, and I gotta say, it's only because you're in the cast. I have to say American football. I can't just say football, and people are like, oh, okay, we understand. They got a good basketball program as well. A lot of professional athletes have come out of there. Their esports program actually did fairly well last season. A couple seasons ago, they did really well. For a certain portion, if I'm not mistaken, they opened up undefeated a couple seasons ago, so they have typically a pretty good tradition of keeping a decent esports team out there for StarCraft 2.
And we're seeing yet another fast expand coming through for Look for Team. Well, Terran seeming to love this build up against Zerg, which makes me sad. Poor Zergs.
I know, right?
But then they have Mutus, and then I feel like they shouldn't be poor anymore.
Well, even Mutas are there, man. It's just such a high risk too with Mutas if you're not carefully paying attention
Yeah,
all
true.
over the place when you're controlling them. Widow mines could just slowly start picking off little by little. Now, this is going to be turning into a little bit of an interesting trade-off right here. He's got his one Reaper, second one coming on in here, and he's going to start taking down some of the links. And once he takes down the links, he could actually start hopping within the main or trying to do a little bit of damage to the economy if he possibly can. And look at that, just focusing down that drone, not being able to get it down. But that's basically the concept right now. For some of you guys that don't play too much StarCraft 2 or haven't really got involved with HOTS really too much overall, this is probably one of the biggest changes and has completely changed Terran early game overall, where as a Terran player you couldn't really harass. Now you actually do so much harassment damage. Zergs actually have quite a bit of trouble dealing with that, especially with the fact that the Reapers can heal. So yeah.
I wish it was just Zergs. But yeah, that being said,
You guys just get
gotta
a
put some-
mothership core out, man. Don't whine. Don't whine.
Yeah, I
But
guess
the
it depends
mothership
what kind
core
of
isn't as fast as the Reaper, man. They just
No,
get
no,
away.
it's not that. It's not that. It's more like if it could affect your build too much, like it tilts your build. So, for instance, if you have to go for a mothership call, that's 100 gas, which is going to delay if you're going Stargate opener or a proxy Stargate or something.
Well,
like that.
how do you feel about that though? Like, say
Proxy Stargate?
I mean, not just in general proxy Stargate, but opening up if you're not exactly planning to open up direct Stargate, if you're planning to play like 1 gate expand or something like that. Wouldn't it make more sense almost to get a mothership core just so you have that energy for the Nexus cannon? That way, any type of early aggression from the Terran that comes by basically gets completely denied. And oh, look at the amount of links that are heading across the map. Uh-oh. That's not good for that's not good for a look for team at all.
Exactly. I mean, he's just used that. He's basically just got the speed and then pulled all of the workers out of gas, and now diving straight in does manage to get a nice full surround. Obviously, oh, SCV pulls were not in time, so it's just going to be going steamrolling through these workers. Should he be able to make it? No, won't be able to make it up into the main too comfortably, but obviously the lift from the orbital command should be coming soon. The difficult situation now for the Terran player is he's got 3 orbitals inside his base with only 1 patch to mine from. That is going to be 1 oversaturated field.
Well, that was, I would say that was actually very, very successful. Not only did he get the bunker, he got all those Marines, and plus he got 8 workers on top of the 2 mules. So overall, a very efficient trade right there for Roman Dragon. Well, basically this game's sort of kind of going to even up. I mean, Roman Dragon's grabbing his 3rd hatch. He's going to start teching up. He's got his lair tech not started yet, which is surprisingly a little bit late. He's just getting his evolution chambers out as well. Speaking just in general, Roman Dragon, did you like by chance, like throughout history, like any type of like mythology or anything like that, like ancient Roman history? Were you a fan of that at all?
Oh man, I could make so many jokes here. Yes, my education system does do mythology and stuff like that.
Well,
so
no, it's not like it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yes, we studied it quite extensively. Ling's trying to just deny it again.
This isn't actually the CSL stream. This is actually where John makes fun of American education. So it's
not
just so good right now.
It's not that. It's just you ask me these questions and I'm pretty sure you know the answer.
Well, I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. It's not like I'm just like you're just hanging out in Australia over there. It's not like, I guess I could call you on Skype and we could have a discussion about life and be like, so what are you reading now? What are you watching right now?
GSL probably.
I know, right?
Tries to put more SCVs with just a single Marauder. I really don't think this is worth it. He should just back out with the SCVs because even then I think his main base has only got, what, a 19, so it's not even fully saturated at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, the damage that's being done right now by Roman Dragon is actually way too much. The efficiency with just Lings alone without Banelings is actually extraordinary if you guys actually think about it in concept how much damage he's actually realistically done. Between total, he's already killed 36 units overall, 16 of those being workers. They're up to 37 now, and he has just not been able, I mean, unfortunately, Look for Team has not been able to get his natural down comfortably for a while. Finally does have some mines out, which will help out, but I mean, look at our Zerg play right now. He's got his lair, he's getting his 1-1 right now, he's getting the Spire up, he's also got a macro hatch within the main, so he's going to be, in about a couple minutes, really clicking on all cylinders, and I'm wondering if he's going to try to hit maybe some kind of Ling Bane. With this point, typically would be a 2-2 timing, but since he kind of delayed his 3rd hatch, this will probably end up being some sort of 1-1-esque timing.
Well, he does have a Spire on the way as well. Spire on the way. That being said, it should be able to catch him a little bit off guard at this stage. We have no missile turrets up, and nor do we have any of those Widow mines along the mineral patches. Now, one thing I really want to see is he really needs to start rebuilding that wall almost instantaneously. I know he's a little bit scared given the previous successfulness of it, but he can't afford to have the second base denied any more than it already has been.
Yeah, no, it's pretty rough, but the longer this game goes, the better it might be for Look for Team. Again, he still does have triple saturation off of 3cc. He does have I mean, he's going to be able to get his SCVs. He's going to be able to utilize the mules to kind of catch up at least a little bit decently. He's already adding additional barracks. I think the biggest challenge for him is going to be as soon as he moves out, how aware is Roman Dragon going to be? Is he going to be able to swarm him, attack him, counterattack, or do something that would put a lot of pressure on Look for Team? Because that's kind of a little bit of the problem is when you let a Zerg play macro, that's when their best odds are of winning. And at this point, when he's going to be able to produce a lot of Lings, a lot of Mutas, get a lot of Banes out as well, it's just kind of going to be a little bit tough for Look for Team until he gets enough trades where he could actually comfortably start attacking and engaging as well.
Exactly right. Drop coming in over to the left side base. He should be able to pick it up or at least force the cancel. There isn't any reactive units. The Speedlings trying to make their way through. Queens should... maybe, yeah, I guess he's going to fire down the Queens now. I'm not too sure how great an idea that is now. The Speedlings have made it in, so just pick up, drop off, and should be heading over to the natural now to try and do the same thing, pick up some workers. Yeah, this is another reason why Mute is quite nice at the moment, because I guess it denies the fact that you can't have these medevacs just flying around
so
freely.
Awesome. Now, look at exactly what Roman Dragon is doing. I was kind of watching on the mini-map, man. He's got like a perfect Overlord spread. And look what he's doing. He's actually putting all of his overlords over to additional bases over on the Terran side of the map, though. Good thing for Look for Team, he does have at least one kind of rogue Viking flying around trying to pick off overlords, and he's going to be able to at least pick this one off. His near closest fourth, his next one, is going to be denied for a little bit of while, and also the fifth or the far fourth if he wants to take that one as well. But now with the mutas out, the Viking is gone, and now Lingbane muta will probably be a big focal point of this game until you can tech up into ultras. He's already getting the infestation pit, so you should be able to get out there pretty quick.
I really just wanted to build swarm hosts. I don't know why. I mean, they're not necessarily great at this situation in the game, especially when he's dealing with drops. It's probably a bad thing to do.
I'm like, well, you know, he could. I'm like, you know what? I'll be a glass half full guy. I'm like, well, I mean, it's a glass half full, but it's a glass half full of.
There's no point, really. Yeah.
It's like well, it wouldn't be appropriate. Like a glass half full of something really bad in that cup. It wouldn't really work out. It's like great you're producing units, but you know, it's not helpful.
I'm always nervous when he flies over those mutas that it's not.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Over the Widow Mines, I'm just like, oh my god, how quick are they going to detonate on the mutas? Oh, beautifully, I was able to get them. But whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, Roman Dragon, get those mutas back, man. He's going to send a little bit of a Baneling ball in. Oh, this is beautiful. And detonates. But look at all those red SCVs. There we go. Finally takes them out. Beautiful splashes. Look at the control from Roman Dragon. Not only basically takes out almost all the units, he as well also gets all the SCVs. Now, as soon as the mules drop, runs in with the additional lings. This is such beautiful bait out from Roman Dragon right now. Now he's going to swarm the rest of the Bio army. The Widow Mines need a burrow right now. They need to burrow, and he's not burrowing them. If he doesn't, he's going to probably lose all of this for free.
Oh, please, burrow. Please go.
Oh, that was quite a bit done, but here we go. The Banelings are getting added. Another Widow Mine tees off. Another Widow Mine will tee off as well. And see, this is kind of what I was talking about, to the point where the Widow Mines eventually officially trade 40, but now Banelings are rolling in. A little bit of a bad trade right there, rolling into Marauders at first, but now I think he could push in now with the rest of the additional units that he's got. So sick. So freaking sick, man.
He's still mining from one base. I love that.
Pretty much, yeah, at this point, main's like very undersaturated. I mean, a lot of the minerals are gone. Good repair right there, but again, there's just way too much Zerg right now within the Terran. Got to be a little bit careful. Can't overextend too much, because that's going to open up an opportunity for the Terran. But if I was Roman Dragon right now, I would sit back, once you're ahead, stay ahead, get your Hive Tech, get your Ultralisks out, get your Banelings, get your Lings out, get whatever you need, put down your static defense. You're beautifully sitting on 5 base right now. Just calm down, use your high APM, use your Zerg play, build your defenses, and get your late game units out so you could comfortably engage the Terran. Because again, if you stick on Lingbane Muta for too long, you're eventually going to probably bleed out unless you have like a huge lead.
He has got adrenal glands on the way, so he should have cracklings out soon.
Disgusting, man. Cracklings.
Cracklings are amazing, especially when they get inside your base. You just, I don't know, even having one inside your base is so ridiculously frustrating.
I don't like this by Look for Team. He's overstimming right now with only 2 medevacs out on the field, trying to clear some of this creep. He stims up, gets a lot of his Marines down into red and orange health, and look at that, man. Not even enough medevac energy to heal all these units in the middle of the map. That's a really scary scenario to find yourself in. But overall, you gotta get props to Roman Dragon. I mean, look at him. He's got good map control. He's got the Overlord's poop and creep on all the other locations where an expand could be taken at the moment. So he's got good map awareness. Still got mutas flying around. There we go. A lot of units going into the middle of the map trying to pick off some of these units. Doesn't lose too much. Oh my God! Loses all the Banelings. What the heck, man? Roman Dragon, you can't just roll all those all at once.
But then he's morphing them right on top of the Widow Mines. That's got to be questionable.
Build an Overseer, dude! Come on, man.
No, I want the gas for my one Ultralisk.
I know, right?
Because that's... I love it when people put one Ultralisk out of their thing, just because generally putting one Ultralisk means what? You spot 300, 200 for the Ultralisk cannon or something like that. Well, yeah, well, 150, 200, it's not too bad then,
now at this point, Roman Dragon, I mean, he just needs to resaturate some of his mineral lines. He's also getting a 6th base, so really thinking about the macro end of the game. He still has all these units sitting in the middle of the map, man. The cooldown's getting lower on some of these. If he doesn't bring over Overseer soon, he's actually at high risk. If he doesn't move those units out of the way, he could lose all those Lings and Banelings, and there we go. We watch as that Queen gets sacked. He's going to go try to surround the rest of his army over here. I think he's got to be very cautious with only one Ultra. I think at this point, Look for Team could actually be micro against this if he does.
Oh, that would have won. I don't know, dude. I'm just kind of... I think this is a bit depressing. I guess the good thing is that he is trying to take down this one missile turret that is having like mass repair syndrome from about 100 SCVs.
Dude, it was actually timed out so well. That bad boy was basically in red health as soon as it started getting repaired. But you gotta have more mutas if you plan to do that. Oh my god, those banding hits. What the heck? Look for
20 kills on one, 20 kills, 26 kills on the other, and 21 kills on the other.
What are you doing, dude? Build an overseer. Ohio State's gonna like be like, all right, you are under academic probation for not building an overseer, dude.
And the medevac's got nothing that can shoot up. That's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. There's gonna be that day where esports gets so big and like Legion Star League is gonna be like officially like an NCAA thing where there's gonna be like some big problem where like a coach like gets so mad at his like player where he's just like, you didn't build an overseer to kill all those mines. We're sitting you, we're benching you forever. Ohio State is ashamed of you. Bam. Man.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
I just love watching the Widow Mine just detonate on everything.
You know what's kind of even more awesome? It's like he's looking at this competition. Well, he's going Marine Widow Mine. I guess I'm winning with like Ling Muta. Muta gives me control. He could have probably just gone Roaches. And the Widow Mines would have done nothing.
Yeah. It's just tough. I feel as though like Roman Dragon he's played fairly. He's played good, but like towards the later stages of the game, he's played a little bit sloppy. Look for Team is definitely out of everybody played very sloppy right now. Just basically trying to go for broke, trying to do whatever damage you can still possibly do. Unfortunately, this one Ultra will get sacked, but with the bank that the Zerg has, I mean, he's sitting on 6 hatches right now, and he's got fully saturated 4th and 5th. He could also start saturating the 6th one. He could at least get the gases for those. And that's kind of a general rule. If you guys are a Zerg player, typically a lot of your late game units are very gas intensive. So if you guys start getting hatches, as soon as you guys take the hatches, also take your gases as well at that location. Do yourself a little bit of a favor. If you're a Terran, don't drop mules on top of Ultras. You're not doing yourself a favor like that. But I'm surprised that he hasn't burrowed. I'm surprised that he hasn't burrowed. Oh, he's gonna dance him a little bit. I'm like, he just needs to take out that turret and just burrow a Ling right there. And I think that's what he was trying to do, but he burrowed just one unit. He burrowed the whole entire army right over there. Well, now Look for Team is trying to kind of go for broke, trying to drop wherever he can. One medevac does escape with almost no health at all. Now he'll probably take out this Overlord Art over here, blocking this base. But overall, right now, the Zerg just has a dominant lead. I mean, there's going to be really no way to actually lose this as a Zerg player. It's just very hard to do so. The Terran player already mined out of his main. Looking at the natural right now, he's basically mined out of there as well. So I think this dominant Zerg moment is brought to you guys by Raid Call, Group ID 111. That is where the CSL is, and the heart of the swarm coming right on through here for Roman Dragon.
I really want Roman Dragon just to build like one Banshee. Oh, it's so good. Anyway.
Yeah.
3-3 upgrades is like what could literally Look for Team do. He's just trying to force the enemy back, trying to keep them at bay, but at the same time that misses bailing hits. He's just kind of given up on this and just says, oh, cool.
Yeah, I mean,
bailing,
5 ultras, I mean, you might as well just start dancing those bad boys. So he is trying to still drop, kind of go for broke, almost set up a base trade situation, but being down 150 supply, it's not really going to go in your favor. Eventually, worst comes worst, you could just build a lot of mutas or corruptors and just hunt down a lot of these medevacs that are just kind of being pesky and flying around all over the place. Another drop over here at the 5th location down at the bottom, but that's going to get cleared out by a lot of Lings, and there we go. Finally, the GG coming from Look for Team, and UMCP going to take a 2-0 lead, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, Roman Dragon in a really strong position. He had 6 bases up against the Terran with 3 for a really long time.
Yeah, not too bad. I think it just all goes back to the early Ling pressure put on by Roman Dragon. I mean, how often do we see Lings come in that hard and do that amount of damage? I mean, you have to consider over 16 SCVs, how many Marines, a bunker, how much time he denied from mining from Look for Team. So, I mean, Look for Team.
Exactly. Apparently he had only 2 hotkeys throughout the whole game, which is kind of awesome.
Indeed. Well, guys, we're going to be right back after a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. It is going to be our 2v2 between UMCP and Ohio State. Don't go anywhere.